right, don't screw it up. Wow. Howdy, welcome back to the farm. A lot of you guys asked a really good question that I should have done a better job of explaining about why the combine doesn't fit in the shed unless we leave some corn in it. What do you do at the end of the season? You obviously store it over the winter. You're not going to store it full of corn. That's absolutely correct. Let me show you what's different. Okay, so if you look right now, there is a lot of clearance between the top of the grain tank and the rafters. And the rafters are the same height off the ground as the door opening is. Some of you asked why we don't just dig out the dirt under the door. That's because we've got cement underneath the door. So here's what's different. At the end of the season, we take the hopper extension down and we fold the auger down into the tank. That lowers the top of the combine by about 10, maybe 12 inches. So you can see those plastic pieces down in there, that's part of the hopper extension. And then these metal wings that are folded down are also part of the hopper extension. And then folding the auger down isn't too hard to do, but these are things that would be a royal pain in the neck to do every time you went to pull the combine in. Okay, hope that helps. I'm gonna go ahead and get the grain cart out of the way, get the combine backed out of the shed. We're gonna take this thing down to the John Deere dealership. They're gonna have to put a new fuel injector in it, or worse yet, possibly a new engine control unit. We ran the expensive John Deere fuel cleaner through it, 3 or 4 tanks, and it didn't help anything. So it's either going to be the fuel injector or the engine computer. We're going to take it down right now so they can get working on it. Well, I have arrived, and I believe I may have just doubled the combine inventory at this dealership. Oh no, never mind. What's that red thing over there? Is that a combine? It's shaped like a combine, but it's not the right color. Huh. Would you guys look at that right there? That is the entire equipment fleet. 2 John Deere sprayers, 1 little tractor, a little telehandler, and a red combine. I don't know what this world's coming to, guys. It ain't good. You know, it's nice that harvest is over, don't get me wrong, but I think I would rather have another 2 weeks of harvest ahead of us than 1 week of cleaning equipment up. It's like cooking a fancy meal. Cooking is fun, cleaning the kitchen up, not so fun. But it's got to be done. Let's get after it. Boy, it sure is nice to have everything all tucked away like you like it before it gets to be really nasty weather. Still got to get the chisel plow in here, but we still got to do some chisel plowing, so that'll have to wait. Guys, this is a huge consignment sale. I'm gonna get up on top of the hill and pan around, see if I can just show you how much stuff is actually here. This is a big auction. I mean, when you look at the sheer volume of equipment here, they're gonna struggle to get it all done by sundown, even though they're running 2 trucks. This is gonna take a long time to get all this stuff sold. So you might think this tractor looks kind of goofy, but I gotta show it to you because I grew up running a tractor just like this. This is an International 2+2. It's got a long nose on it. Dad always called it the anteater because of its long nose. And the tractor pivots in front of the cab. It's kind of weird to drive, but this is the first big tractor I ever drove. It was just 1 model bigger than this. It was a 3788 instead of a 3588. But it's pretty cool to see one of these here today. Ah yes, so many memories. So this is our old auger here. We got a new one ordered, but it hasn't showed up yet. So hopefully this sells good, and hopefully our new one shows up soon.
I sold it $6,000 for a buyer.
Why are you wearing, this is the hat I was gonna wear today. Why are you wearing the same hat that I'm wearing?
It's cold and this is warm.
Hey, thanks for the hat, by the way.
Hey, you're welcome.
Pretty classy. What is on fire over there? Oh, they're just cold starting tractors. Nothing to see here. Seems like there's a lot of guys taking extended test drives in these tractors today. And I'm guessing that's just because it's so windy and cold outside. Guys are just hanging out in the cab. an influencer in the wild. You would not believe how many people today have like looked at me. They think I'm you. They realize I'm not, and they're like, all right, I'm just gonna walk past that guy.
We're done. $97,000, $98,000.
Good morning, everybody. I've got two exciting things to report. First of all, I did win an item at that auction yesterday. I got a hay wagon. I ended up buying it online on my phone from the comfort of a warm pickup truck because I was frozen to death and it was going to be a really long time until anything I was interested was coming up for sale. So I got a hay wagon. We got to go get that tomorrow. And we got a brand new auger. We're going to go ahead and give it a try, put some beans through it. We've got two augers set up at once here so we can load trucks really fast. Oh, here comes the truck we're going to load. So look at this. At the top of the hopper auger, no longer do you just have a tiny little access door. You can flip these clips up and the entire top of it flips up and out of the way, giving you access to everything inside. I'm not going to do it right now. It's kind of a tight fit with the new paint and everything, and the truck just showed up. I'll show you later at some point. There's access here. There's access here. You can put your jack on either side of the hitch. Then over here, when you go to clean out, there's just these two clips to flip down, and your clean out door is hinged and just flips down instead of having to be taken off with bolts every time. There's a clean out door here, and look at the augers turn opposite directions so that it sweeps everything towards the center of the hopper. I'm interested to see how well that one works with bean meal and distillers. And also, man, look at this super beefy, heavy duty undercarriage here. That's really nice. Well, I'm back up at the auction site that we were at the other day when it was so cold. I got my daughter with me. She's helping today.
Hi.
We bought a hay wagon, and I'm pretty excited to see what it looks like because it looked really good in the pictures. And I think I remember looking at it while I was here. But first, we got to go look at that tractor that I was so sad that we didn't buy because I found out that it didn't actually sell. He no-sailed it, so we're going to go look at it right now. I think we're going to start it up, maybe take it for a little cruise. You guys, here it is, the Hydro 100, and it claims to have a turbocharger on it. I'm not 100% sure. I thought most of these did not have a turbo on them, but by golly, this one does. There she is. Wow. Kaylee, he said we could start it up and drive it around, so should we?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is beautiful. It's got new door seals and everything. I mean, it's all painted. Looks like it's got a brand new exhaust stack on it. Looks like somebody ate their burger in here and left their container. That's pretty nice. Let's just put that on the 3020, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. This thing is just beautiful. Give it a little fuel. Starts right up with no ether.
Nice.
You like it?
Yeah. Here we go.
You know, there's a surprising amount of play in the steering on this tractor. Throttle's pretty sloppy too. All right, let's go get the wagon. So I hate to be a negative Nancy, but I think I got a bad wheel bearing on this wagon we just bought. It's making a horrible sound. Well, I stand corrected. I thought that was gonna have no grease in it. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say that went?
1.
It wasn't exactly great, was it? Oh well. I feel better leaving it up here and coming to get it with a trailer than I would if we pulled it home and ruined the axle. The weather is absolutely beautiful today. I'm out here chisel plowing. The ground has finally gotten dried up enough that we can do a good job again. We always like to try to do the very best job that we can in the fall, because then things are going to get off to a good start with spring tillage and planting, and we've just laid the groundwork to do a good job for next year. Groundwork, that was a good one. Anyway, am I a little disappointed about that wheel bearing on our new wagon? Yeah, sure I am. But that's not something you really even check. I mean, who looks at a wagon at an auction and then rolls it all over the place and listens to the wheel bearings, or takes a jack with him, jacks it up and listens to the wheel bearings? I can't think of anybody that would actually do that. And as for that 100 hydro, you know, I was really sad that I didn't bid on it at the auction because I thought it went too cheap. Now it's still for sale, so there's that. But after driving it around and sitting in it a little bit, I mean, I thought the air conditioning was gonna work, and I thought the heater and the wipers and all that cab stuff was gonna work, but none of that works at all. It's also really, really loud in that cab, even though it's got all the door seals and the upholstery like it's supposed to. You definitely would have to be wearing some ear protection in there if you were in there for any period of time working with it. And the steering and the throttle linkage are quite loose. I don't know, but it is a beautiful tractor, and it's obviously had a lot of work done to it, a lot of money put into it, and it would work really, really good for mowing hay and tedding hay and pretty much everything related to hay. I'm gonna keep chisel plowing. You jump down in the comments section and say hello. I always enjoy hearing from you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for riding along. I'll see you next time.